started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, they continue to be without their starting running back. But the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense will get the ball first. This game known for thrilling finishes over the years, and the Fighting Irish pulled out a close one last season.
The Irish last year making a big statement, beating USC. What if you did it twice, Carl? Like winning the jeweled shillelagh twice, swinging your big hammer, swinging your big sword, beating the mighty USC 2 years in a row.
It means a lot to Notre Dame because we know they've got to recruit nationally, right? It's not all just coming from the state of Indiana. And California is a state that they want to tap into. And if they can win this game 2 years in a row, wow, that helps out their recruiting big time.
They'll send the back in motion. And back to the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. And he gets rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this.
Snags it and he's open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Trojans will have it first and 10. Wants to throw again. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Tells the run, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the edge, it's Walton. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Looking to pass. It's Gee. They'll run the screen. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Basket. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. They'll need a bunch on second down. Handoff again. Here's some daylight. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get it through the air. But a little time, lets it go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with a 7-0 lead. The run inside. It's Walton. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Moves the pocket. It's Gee. Rushes on. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out. Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working the ground game. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep up.
Touchdown Trojans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Gee. Makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fun. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Walton. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockby's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Third and long right here. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Across the 45. All by himself down the middle. He's at the touchdown Trojan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. On the ground, it's Walton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this one etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's got enough. He's now up to 66 yards now as he closes in on that magical 2,000-yard mark. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Dropping back, it's Gee. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. This time they'll throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry class.
And the Trojans are marching down the field. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Stopped right there.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out wide right, it's Pryor. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keeps it on the ground. Got some room entered at the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Looking for that first down on 30 short from the 28. Drives inside, and that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running.
Running inside, it's Walton. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Gonna run it. It's Osborne.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Gee. He's got it. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Line getting set on second down. Straight ahead, it's Walton. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Deep in the end zone, it's Basket. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll try to pop the draw. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Long way to go on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Looking downfield, it's Gee. A strike downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Hit as he throws. Unloads in the nick of time.
But he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him this time. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Hits inside. It's Walton. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Inside the 25. Stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Press center downs going to the air. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Feels like we were just kicking off the season, fellas, and yet here we are in Week 14. We're running the gamut of emotions across the sport. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the UConn Huskies.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Down he goes.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. First play of this drive. Turns it loose. Makes the grab on the big throw. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Trojans right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Finds his tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Lost to throw on first. Right side, it's Hall. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback Keith. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Quick give. It's Walton. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Gee. He's got it down the middle. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Cuts it upfield. It's Walton. Pass to 6. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get and push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
The run inside. It's Walton. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a 1st down. Spot the ball at the 23.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for running room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They've got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Coming out with it, it's basket. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Push is ahead. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to move them on the counter. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it.
How about the eye-hand coordination by the tight end? That ball was not put on his body, wasn't put on his face mask, but he's able to stick out the big hand and pluck it right out of the air.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Heaves it on the run. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Deadlocked here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Finds his target. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to establish the run. Nowhere to go. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Got it in the middle. It's Hall. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Powers inside. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. We've swapped sides of the field and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal. They need to rely on their kicker right now, but he's already missed in this game, so I can see conversations happening The kicker is working into the net right now, trying to keep calm and cool if they do call his number. We'll see what they decide. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Selling the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he could blink.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He takes it at the 45. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Here comes they'll go to work on first down here, and what a season we've had. Final weekend of the regular season. Great ball game, tight in the 4th quarter, right where you want to be. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Between the hashes, it's Pryor. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Give him 88 yards rushing for them so far as he closes in on that 1,400-yard mark. They give it to him again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Still a 1-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Just feeds the running back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And he's done it again, cracking 2 Bills from scrimmage. He might be on his way to breaking Julius Jones' record set in 2003.
And I remember that game, and he showed you a little bit of everything. And that's what you see, man. You love getting guys the football multiple ways, inside, outside. And I tell you what, as a defense, you're trying to figure out, where's he going to be? How's he going to get the football? And when you focus in on him, it opens up other things. But right now, Notre Dame having their way because they're featuring their guy.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. From the gun, it's Walton. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Down he goes.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quick catch. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Quarterback signaling to his guy. They'll run it. It's Walton. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Gee. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ballgame.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And the explosive Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Look out! Hauls it in. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Finds a spot in the middle. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the Jewel Shillelagh. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.